Hey Credit Warriors, welcome to the show. Now, I love science, and I've been doing some scientific experiments recently.
Go.
Well, there's that, but I've also been scientifically testing strategies to increase your credit limit on American Express credit cards. And in this video, I am going to show you the secret strategy to triple your Amex credit limit. And it really does work because I've tested it. Now, if you like the sound of that, why not hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video, and let's get into it. Now, first, I want to talk about the reason why you might want a credit limit increase, because if you're watching this and you're thinking, I want a credit limit increase so I can buy something that I can't afford to pay for, then I really suggest that you do not do this, okay? I don't want people to get into debt. But if you are in one of these circumstances, or if this is your motivation to want a credit limit increase, I would say that you're coming from the right place. Now, the first valid reason for a credit limit increase would be to make larger purchases that you can afford. Like, let's say your credit limit is only $500 and you want to pay for a plane ticket that's $1,000 and earn some points from your credit card in the process. Well, you wouldn't be able to do that with only a $500 limit, okay? So you ask for a credit limit increase, maybe they give you $1,500, and then you can afford to pay for that $1,000 plane ticket, but you can still afford to pay it off immediately, okay? Second valid reason, or kind of valid reason, would be to buy things that you don't quite have the money for at that moment, but you have a credit card that has a 0% APR introductory offer, okay? So 0% interest for the first 12 months or 15 months, and let's say you want to buy a $1,000 sofa, okay? Your credit limit's only $500, so you raise it to $1,500, you buy that sofa and you pay it off, you know, $100 or $200 per month for 12 months, okay? And you get 0% interest financing. It might actually be better financing than is offered by the store. So that's really the only excuse. If you can't afford the thing, it's if you have a 0% interest introductory offer and you're planning to pay it off over 12 months, and it's something that you genuinely need, okay? The third valid reason for a credit limit increase, which I would say is the best reason, is to improve your credit score, okay? And this is through lowering your credit utilization. Here's an example. If your credit limit is $5,000 and you spend $1,000 a month on your credit card, your credit utilization is 20%. But if you raise your credit limit to $10,000 and you still only spend $1,000 a month, your credit utilization is now only 10%, and that will have a great effect on helping to improve your credit score. All right, guys, now let's actually get into the 3x credit limit increase strategy, okay? So this is a strategy that enables you to triple your credit limit on your Amex card. I got this strategy from MyFICO forums, okay, which have a lot of data points of people testing the strategy, and through their trial and error, trial improvement, all the tests they've done, they figured out the rules, okay? Because Amex doesn't make these rules public necessarily, okay? This is all stuff that people have figured out. And also to clarify, these are for Amex credit cards, okay? So not the charge cards, the one with the little Roman soldier centurion guy on them. Those have no preset spending limit. We are talking about Amex credit cards, all right? So I'm actually gonna show you in just a moment 2 screen recordings of me actually trying it out on my computer, one failing, one succeeding. But first of all, we have to go over the rules for this strategy. So let's do that now. So you cannot apply for a credit limit increase in the first 60 days of card membership. So if you're a new member, you'd have to wait until your 61st day. If you have another Amex card open for 6 months or more, you may be able to get around that 60-day rule. You have to wait 6 months between credit limit increases. If denied, you must wait 90 days to try again. And Amex only does a soft pull, usually on the Experian credit bureau, so you do not have to worry about damaging your credit with a hard credit inquiry. So I decided to test this out. Let's jump into my computer and I'm gonna show you how I did. Okay guys, so we are in my Amex account for my American Express Hilton Honors Surpass card. And what you have to do is you go to Account Services up at the top of the screen, you click through there, and you're then going to go to Request a Credit Limit Increase. Click through that option, and on the next screen, you have to enter the amount that you want to increase to. So my starting limit on this card was $10,000, so I'm gonna choose $30,000, which is tripling the credit limit that I started with. I'm gonna press continue. You then have to enter your income. So if your income has increased, you can adjust it here. You can also optionally enter your total assets as well if you want to, okay? It would look favorable, obviously, if your assets had increased as well, all right? And then you are going to click submit. Okay, in this case, I decided not to adjust my assets. I could have entered it, but for some reason I didn't. Anyway, so we're gonna go over and we are gonna click submit. There we go. And I got this screen, which is your request for a credit limit increase has been submitted. You'll receive a written note in 7 to 10 days. Now, people on the MyFICO forums say that if you receive that notice, it's 99% sure that you're most probably getting denied. The only alternative to it is that Amex is going to send you a 4506T form that you have to fill out so that they can get a transcript of your tax return from the IRS so that they can verify your income, all right? But from that, I'm pretty sure that I'm getting denied. Now, don't worry, I'm gonna show you a successful one in just a moment. But let's first of all look at the reasons why I got this, okay? Because once I read a little bit further down the MyFICO forums, it actually became obvious what I'd done wrong. So you can see here there are a few reasons given why you might get denied and then possibly ask for the 4506T form, okay? If you requested a credit limit that exceeds $25,000 for that particular account, well, check, yes, I did that, all right? Or if the new credit limit would make the overall credit extended across all Amex revolving accounts exceed $34,500. Well, check. Again, I did that because I have another credit card that has a $15,000 limit. So bringing it up to $30,000, I would have a total of $45,000. So yeah, those both two are me. And then the second 2 points, okay, or the third and fourth point, high internal risk due to income on file, overall credit being too low, okay, that's probably not me. Usual, unusual, large manufactured spend, risky patterns, that's also not me. So those first two reasons were definitely me. I may get sent the 4506T form or I might just get denied. But anyway, I was determined to get at least one successful example of this, okay, for scientific research. So I turned to Mrs. Credit Shifu's Amex Hilton Honors Surpass card account. So here we are in Mrs. Credit Shifu's account and we're gonna click through, okay, account services, and then we're gonna click request a credit limit increase, okay, same thing. And this time, she has a credit limit of 8,000. This is the limit she started with. So I was gonna do 24,000, which is 3 times 8,000, but just to be safe, I decided to enter 20,000, okay? So just a little bit lower, just a little bit within that 3x. So it's actually a 150% increase instead of a 200% increase. She hadn't updated her income in a couple of years, so I updated the income, which actually, you know, raised it quite a lot. She has some amount of assets in there already. And so I just went ahead and I clicked submit. And woohoo, approved. Okay, so we've approved you for the limit of $20,000. Credit limit will be available within 15 minutes, okay? And so 8,000 all the way up to 20,000, massive increase. Well, now obviously we didn't request the full triple credit limit increase, okay, the full 3x. I felt that, you know, just to be on the safe side, because I definitely wanted at least one to succeed for this video, I requested a little bit under. So we ended up with a 150% increase rather than a 200% increase, which is what a triple, you know, a 3x credit limit increase is. So we still went from 8,000 to 20,000 instead of 8,000 to 24,000, which would be the genuine 3x increase. And I kind of think, you know, 3x, it's the highest amount they allow. So I think you shouldn't try to absolutely push it to the wire because they kind of figure out what you're doing. It's always best to go a little bit more conservative and pull it back a little bit just to be sure that you're gonna get approved for it, all right? So anyway, very successful, still a massive credit limit increase, okay? A $12,000 increase, which is awesome. It's gonna do wonders for Mrs. Credit Shifu's credit report and credit score. And hey guys, this is just a little update to tell you that while I was editing this video, I noticed that American Express had actually sent through that IRS tax form that we talked about to my email so that I could go ahead and confirm my income. So I did that and it looks like hopefully they will actually be giving me my $30,000 credit limit or a similar offer somewhere close to that. So fingers crossed, we have to wait, I think it's 30 days for them to process that, but it looks like that first application I did is actually gonna succeed as well. Guys, share your opinions on this below and share your stories. If you try this, I'd love to hear whether you were successful or not. Just remember all of the rules to do this. You can rewind the video and check out all the rules that I talked about in the first half of the video. Obviously, don't try it if you don't fit with any of those conditions, okay? So very, very important. You don't want to waste an attempt because you'd have to wait 90 days before you attempt it again. All right, guys, please subscribe to our channel if you're new. Give this video a like for the YouTube algorithm. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.